the masterclass on ego boasting, a comprehensive guide to psychological dominance over narcissists. Section 1. The fundamental psychology of narcissistic supply. 1.1 The narcissist's emotional fuel system. Narcissists operate on what psychologists call narcissistic supply, the constant stream of admiration, attention, and validation they require to maintain their fragile self-esteem. This isn't merely a preference, it's a psychological addiction comparable to substance dependence. Key characteristics. Immediate gratification needs. Their craving for validation is insatiable and demands constant feeding. Diminishing returns. Like any addiction, they require increasingly intense validation to achieve the same emotional high. Withdrawal symptoms. When deprived of supply, they experience narcissistic injury, a painful ego collapse that manifests as rage, depression, or desperate attention-seeking. 1.2 The two faces of narcissistic supply. Narcissists seek two primary forms of validation. 1. Positive supply. Direct praise and admiration. Social status indicators. Visible signs of superiority. 2. Negative supply. Emotional reactions to their provocations. Visible envy from others. Any proof they've gotten under someone's skin. Critical insight. Negative supply is often more potent than positive because it proves their ability to control emotional responses in others. Section 2. Advanced ego boasting techniques. 2.1 The art of strategic validation. Effective ego boasting isn't about empty flattery, it's about precision targeting of the narcissist's most vulnerable ego points. Tiered validation approach. 1. Baseline maintenance, occasional, mild compliments to establish your role as a potential source. 2. Peak reinforcement, intense, specific praise following behaviors you want to encourage. 3. Strategic withholding, deliberate silence after mediocre performance to create incentive for improvement. Example script. You know, most people wouldn't have handled that the way you did. There's a reason everyone looks to you in these situations. Followed by meaningful silence. 2.2 The mirror technique. This involves reflecting back the narcissist's own grandiose self-image in a way that feels authentic yet controlled. Implementation steps. 1. Identify their core self-concept, e.g., brilliant strategist, irresistible charmer. 2. Use their own language when reflecting it back. 3. Add subtle qualifiers to maintain control. When you're focused, you're actually quite perceptive. 2.3 The bait and switch method. A powerful technique that alternates between inflating and gently puncturing their ego to keep them emotionally invested. Execution. 1. Lead with strong validation. 2. Follow with a mild, plausibly deniable critique. 3. Observe their compensatory behavior. 4. Reward the compensation with renewed validation. Psychological mechanism. Creates a mini-cycle of achievement and reward that conditions them to seek your approval. Section 3. The neuroscience of narcissistic control. 3.1 Dopamine and the validation cycle. Narcissists experience particularly strong dopamine responses to unexpected praise, social dominance displays, evidence of their superiority. Research findings. fMRI studies show narcissists' brains light up differently when receiving admiration. Their anterior insular, emotional processing center shows abnormal activity during ego threats. 3.2 Intermittent reinforcement schedules. The most effective pattern for behavioral conditioning. Optimal ratio, 3:1, 3 validations for every 1 mild indifference. Variable timing, unpredictable intervals between reinforcements. Why it works. Creates stronger behavioral conditioning than constant praise. Mimics gambling psychology, they keep playing for the next reward. Section 4. Defense against narcissistic countermanipulation. For point 1 Recognizing manipulative counter-moves. Common narcissistic defenses against ego control. Devaluation, sudden criticism to regain upper hand. Triangulation, bringing in third parties to provoke jealousy. Silent treatment, withdrawal to punish perceived slights. For point 2 The neutralization protocol. When faced with counter-manipulation: 1. Detect, recognize the tactic being used. 2. Depersonalize, remember it's about their insecurity, not you. 3. Respond, use calibrated indifference or amused detachment. 4. Reset, re-establish the validation pattern on your terms. Section 5. Long-term ego boasting strategies. 5.1 The gradual escalation model. Over time, you can shape their behavior by: Phase 1. Establish yourself as a reliable source of validation. Phase 2. Introduce mild behavioral contingencies. Phase 3. Systematically reinforce desired behaviors. Phase 4. Occasionally withhold to test compliance. 5.2 The exit strategy. Eventually, you'll want to either: Option A. Gradually reduce dependency while maintaining cordial relations. Option B. Engineer a situation where they voluntarily disengage. Critical warning: never abruptly cut off a narcissist you've conditioned to depend on your validation. This can trigger extreme reactions. Section 6. Ethical considerations and boundaries. 6.1 The moral responsibility. While these techniques are powerful, they carry ethical implications. Use only in defense, never initiate psychological manipulation. Proportional response: match the level of manipulation you're receiving. Clear intentions: be honest with yourself about your motives. 6.2 Psychological safety measures. Protect yourself by: maintaining strong external support systems. Regular self-check ins for emotional detachment. Setting firm time limits on interactions. Conclusion: mastering the psychological chess game. True power lies not in dominating others, but in understanding human psychology well enough to protect yourself from manipulation while maintaining your integrity. These techniques should be used judiciously, with full awareness of their potency and potential consequences. Fire the ultimate psychological hook, your next move awaits. Fire. You've just unlocked the forbidden playbook of ego manipulation, the secret tactics that make narcissists chase your approval like addicts. But here's the chilling truth: this was only level 1. The real game begins now. What if I told you there's a next-level psychological trap, one so powerful that once you spring it, a narcissist will never let you go? Skull warning: these strategies are so potent, once you use them, there's no going back. White down pointing backhand index. Drop a comment right now with control if you're ready for the advanced psychological warfare most people will never dare to use. The narcissist in your life thinks they're the puppet master. But soon, they'll realize you hold the strings. Bell ***, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because the moment you miss this next video, you're leaving power on the table. This isn't just knowledge. It's psychological dominance. And it's yours for the taking. Bullseye. See you in the next video, if you're ready to play.